Good evening, viewers, and welcome to yet another erotically bound episode of Blood from a Stone, A Tale of Love and Dread in RPG. My name is Philip, and I am joined by 4 wonderful players and the girls. Say hello, players.
Hello,
players.
Hello, players.
No.
That doesn't work out mathematically.
It does.
Oh.
We'll explain it later. Remember what we were just talking about before we went live?
No, I know.
Remember the adjustments that are happening?
I understand.
It's for you guys out there. How's everyone doing tonight?
Great. Tired. Great.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Doing all right.
Well,
Whoa.
in any event, do you guys hear that helicopter above me right now?
No.
I bet chat can actually hear this one. I bet chat actually heard that. That was so loud.
Maybe they're like dumping water on LA like they do on fires. Because it's so
They might just they're pouring water on LA and it's just sizzling like a hibachi grill when they throw the ice cubes on. It's fun times. Well, so happy to have you all here on this. For those of you not in Southern California, and honestly, I'll even say LA County, because it sounds like our friends in Orange County, things are hot, but not like apocalyptic. We are in the midst of, I believe today was the crest of the heat wave, and it's supposed to be a reasonable 104 tomorrow, I think is what I saw. So there you go. But it was it's been pretty wild. I went for a walk like pretty early this morning, and it was just like 90 degrees, 9 a.m. Like, okay, all right, thanks a lot. So, those of you in Southern California, stay cool. Those of you not, enjoy what the temp is. Enjoy it while you have it. That's what I have to say. So I think we're going to jump into tonight's game. We're going to be picking up where we left off. I made a reference to being erotically bound because when last we woke from this group who had this game is too horny is what it is. Some of it's just, obviously it's my brain that makes that the options, but like the dice have led us here several times.
That is
so
true.
After another voluptuous orgy, this time in a coffee house, several of the participants were awoken when a fish monster was trying to eat people or put eggs into them, and both maybe, and they went running for freedom. Johnny was nearly captured. Flick rescued Johnny. Johnny rescued Flick. It was very nice, everyone helping each other out, while Shelly and Minnie just kept running. But Shelly, to her credit, then called for everyone.
It's really important that you reciprocate, you know?
Yeah, indeed. You want it to be a mutual, simultaneous. The point is, everyone arrived at the same time, and they all got to a place that Minnie said, "Oh, here's a good place to hide because there's bars on the windows," and she led them all to the loft space called Le Donjon de Madame Ether, a character who none of them know, but who apparently sells a lot of has some really cute leather goods in her window. Upon reaching this place, I think that Johnny and Flick pretty quickly realized the nature of this establishment, which for the record seemed kind of dusted over. No one had been here for a while, uninhabited for some time, but it did seem like a safe enough place to rest for the evening. So after kind of various, hilariously awkward conversations where Johnny and Flick were sort of teasing Minnie, Shelly speaking about her burgeoning awakening sexuality, everyone getting into some very interesting spots to sleep. For the record, Minnie was on a sort of bed that had a weird wedge-shaped pillow. Shelly was kind of sleeping against the wall. Johnny Voltage sat in what seemed like the most normal chair, which was not. And Flick was on a chaise. They all, after having very erotic dreams, Shelly awoke to see these restraints kind of snaking up, already having attached to the ankles and and wrists of several there. She tried to call out, but it was too late, and Minnie was, I think we rolled, and Minnie was flipped. Belly down, with the wedge pillow in a perfect position for certain activities, and everyone is now in these restraints, but there's no one else in the room. They're all just here in the dark, locked up together. In a way that feels, I don't know, it depends on what you like. For some people, this might be a really pleasant sensation. For others, not so much. Flick is already thinking of, like, can I use my teeth to get myself free here? And we will be working that out in a little bit, but for now, that is where we've left in the middle of the night. They just wanted to rest and regain a bunch of power, and they're honestly all welcome to continue doing so at this time. But that is where we left off. So, did I forget anything? I always give the players an opportunity to tell me if there was a thing.
I don't think so.
Missed anything. So, we will then move on to the invocation.
Wait,
Oh, yes.
have we rested enough to be back up to full?
No.
Oh.
While in these like torture
We
sex
haven't.
chairs?
We are.
I'm not in a sex chair. I'm in a
Yeah,
chaise.
You're in a chaise. The point is, if you all want to simply go back to sleep, you'll be welcome to. But you haven't yet. So at this point, we're going to read the invocation for chapter 161. Blood from a Stone, A Tale of Love and Dread in RPG. Again, I'm getting to some big ones I was holding back. I'm very excited to do this one, and I was trying to pick what was the most appropriate for the thing, and there's some... Well, we'll get to it. No one said it had to be real, but it's gotta be something you can reach out and feel now. It ain't right, it ain't fair. Castles fall in the sand, and we fade in the air. And the good girls go to heaven, and the bad girls go everywhere. Good girls go to heaven, but the bad girls go everywhere. Somebody told me so. Somebody told me, now I know. Every night in my prayer, I'll be praying that the good girls go to heaven, and the bad girls go everywhere.
How many Meatloaf songs have we had as invocations?
That one's not a Meatloaf song. I mean, it is, but Meatloaf sang it later.
Oh, okay. I see.
You don't know the thing about these invocations. That these specific, every invocation in Paradise is from the songwriting of Jim Steinman.
Oh.
There you go. That's why we've done some other Total Eclipse of the Heart, some other stuff on there as well. Kind of, yeah. So anyway. Well, in that case, everyone, what are you going to do? You are all now awakened because Shelley has shouted. You regained what power you would regain from the sleep that got you into this predicament. But yes, at this point, you are all bound in you are bound in some restraints, some solid cuffs around ankles and wrists.
Would it be fine motor skills for me to try to use my teeth to get out?
I don't think it would be. I've been really trying to think of what it would be to have you try to use your teeth to get out, and I don't know what. Yeah, I guess that's the best. That's the closest. It's that or it's smell taste.
I guess, yeah, okay.
You want to try to you want to try because it is probably a thing of getting your you can go ahead and give it a roll. Give a d20.
I can certainly try.
Yeah, go ahead and do a d20 roll just to sort of get a baseline for
16.
16. You're with a 16, you are able to get your you can maybe pull a strap out from the, I forget what it's called on a belt or a thing, the loop that it goes into after you've put it through the.
Yeah, so
there's you've gotten to a place where you could maybe pull a thing out, but you can adjust that. You haven't even moved it out. You've made minimal progress.
These are some tricky cuffs.
I mean, it's like full, you know, it's like a wrist cuff like that. Like padded wrist cuff that big. And there's 2 of them, and they're both chained.
So like from here to like here.
From like there to there, you know.
And no one can move. No one, like everyone is restrained.
You are all currently restrained, yes.
What can you describe Shelly's restraints again, and like kind of how
Shelly, you're sort of like you're kind of up against a wall. Like you know, like what that, you know, that exercise machine. You're kind
Is
of
she
like
on a
that.
bondage
the
cross?
flies, the peck
No,
flies?
she is literally against a wall.
Oh, well, those can go on a wall.
Yeah.
And what are the straps?
In my
made
research
of?
that I did today.
The straps are I believe they're like, it's like, I know they're padded on the inside, right? And like they're like leather.
What are they? And then what are they
They're
connected
attached to
to?
chains.
And then what are the chains attached to?
The wall. In your case, the wall, but like the chains have been like,
Bolts.
yeah, like rings in the wall, but like they've all been, everything is pulled tight. No one is in a
They're
one
like
is in
this?
no one is in a stress position, but you're all like, you don't have like, you don't have the give, like you can't reach one with another thing.
Okay.
What are the how are they? What are the walls made of?
The walls here would be probably, we said it's a loft, so they're probably brick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But, and I mean, there's, you know, like, it's like no one's, unless, except for Flick, your wrists are like together.
Yeah.
So there is some degree of, you know, you can maybe do some shenanigans of between teeth and stuff trying to drag. For anybody else, you might be able to get a mouth onto one thing, and all you need is one free limb, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. But as of
So I'm not okay, wait. So I'm not chained to a wall. Like I'm loose and my feet.
No, your feet are also, your ankles are also in restraints.
Okay.
But it seems like they are, it's like it seems like it is attached to the chaise lounge. It seems like they came out of the chaise lounge.
Okay.
Yeah. See, and actually I'll have somebody do that. This
Can you
would
paint
be,
us a word
this
picture?
would be an analyze roll. An analysis rather. If anyone would like to do an analysis just of what they're sort of, this is kind of,
I will do
Shelly
this.
gives, yeah.
I have an impressive analysis.
Perfect. Yeah,
Me
go ahead.
too.
Oh, you just, well, great. Yeah, everyone, you can do an analysis. If you have adept, remember you get to re-roll once for free.
I got
16.
18.
17, 18. Both of you have and you're both impressive.
Impressive.
Cool. And I think you both have or Flick, you have effective, right?
I have a adept and effective.
Yeah, so you're not even, it's like, but no one's going to draw a wrong conclusion at this point. You have a very strong sense that, like Shelly, you think you might have seen the rings on the walls before. There weren't like, you know, bondage cuffs hanging from them. There weren't chains in there. Flick, you similarly, like, you got in the chaise lounge. There wasn't a, you know, there weren't little, you know, restraints coming out of the you know, the joints in this thing. Minnie, you're not sure. This bet is weird to you. Johnny Voltage, well, again, you rolled, if you recall last week, you rolled really low when you selected this chair, so.
Not doing so.
There might have been some things you could have noticed, but it's all,
This
it's all
sure
coming
is a
together.
chair.
Yeah. So in any case, yes, you certainly can try to work your ways free. You are also all exhausted, and no one is in like a, you're all still in a position in which you could theoretically sleep.
I thought we did sleep.
You slept 1 hour and this happened, so you got 1 power back at the end of last session. It's the middle of the night. So if you want to, you guys can just remain in these things, sleep until dawn or, you know, the morning, and then attempt something. Or you can try to get out right now.
I'm for sleeping somewhere. I mean, like, what's the worst that can happen, right?
The fish guy could come and plant his eggs in our heads.
Yeah,
I
and
guess
I'm in
so.
like a really compromising position right now.
I think we can figure out a way to get out of these. And they weren't here before. They just like appeared. They're like Magic.
Maybe
or
there's
something.
like a safe word or something.
What's a safe word?
Oh, honey. I don't know. What's like a really common, like pineapple or something? I don't know.
Is this
Nothing.
like when you tell a teacher, a parent, or someone you trust?
It's like
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, well, I wouldn't
Think of it
trust
like a
anyone.
code word or a password to be like, not having fun anymore. Let's stop.
yeah, like you know when you're like at a party and you and your friends are yeah, like you wanna make a code word for like stopping hanging out at the party. Like that's kind of like a safe
Wait a
word.
minute. Fun? People think this stuff is fun?
Oh.
Yes, some people do.
Wait, I
Yeah.
think I know it. No means no.
What happens?
Honestly,
Does anything
good
happen?
shot. Good shot as any.
I feel like I'm gonna roll a d13.
Swipe or no swipe?
I feel like I just rolled a 1. I feel like in response to that, you all actually feel maybe there was just like some wind blew. You can hear the restraints, like you feel them shudder in like ugh.
Ooh, is this like Tinkerbell status where we like tell it we don't believe that it exists and they like just die? Like we just tell it we're not having a good time?
It
I don't know, the restraints. Whatever magic is powering the restraints.
I am not aroused.
Nobody said you were. Oh my god, Shelly.
I don't like this.
Yeah, this isn't really doing it for me either.
Okay, it could be like a weird word, right?
Could be.
Okay, so this was a French place? The French are really weird.
All right, well, Miss I speak French. What's a weird French word?
Well, I don't.
Oh, I thought you said you did.
Well, I took it.
Okay.
Okay, it just sounds cool to pretend like you speak another language, and then you can just like say stuff and people think it's the language and they don't know. So
Yeah, but I know. And the people that do speak French know.
okay, hold on. ¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
That's
not-
Spanish.
That's Spanish. Okay.
Whatever.
Can I say like release me in French and see what happens?
You do speak French. That's you've picked.
I
that as
do.
one of yours, yes.
Yeah.
That does not do anything.
Cool.
The only French I know is omelette du fromage, so I don't know how helpful I'm going to be here.
Is that a
Can-
cheese thing?
It is.
It is.
No, my parents have cheese parties sometimes, but
Do they talk about fromage?
well, isn't that French for cheese?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes. Why is this funny?
It's
Minnie.
not at all.
It's not funny.
I wasn't laughing.
Can
Oh my
I
god.
can I say like where is your master? Like can I try talking to them in French?
If you speak in French for a while, you are getting like you're also, I'm just gonna say, like when you felt like a shiver from them, that may have just been because of specifically Shelley's statement and vibe. You're not get there. It's like you have since you guys have just been saying stuff, you've received nothing has seemed to be a magical code word. If you're sort of asking phrases. That being said, it is entirely possible that there is, I think no roll is required, Flick, for you to realize they're very well saying the safe word really might release you from these automatically since it is magical. But you haven't stumbled upon it. And it genuinely could be anything. And I'm picking one for Madam Ether right now. I realize I should have done that already, but I'm selecting one that Madam Ether I think would have liked.
Can we look around the room to see if there's any sort of like information like in
Guide
this
baggage?
dungeon?
Sure.
Yeah, like to find the safe word. Yeah, is
go
there
ahead
like
and go ahead and do a sight roll. Yeah, sure thing.
A
See if you spot anything useful in here.
I rolled a 19, baby.
19. What is your you have anything on that code
I
words?
can see like an average amount.
Average amount, understood. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Effective is the one I was specifically looking for. Cool. With a 19, you do see that there is a shelf on the wall, kind of close to where Minnie is. Kind of a bookshelf that has what look like might just be like journals. Like that in addition to various like copies of the Kama Sutra and some other, erotic etchings. As far as you can tell with a 19, you're seeing pretty clearly, some light is just perfectly hitting it. So you can read there are a few like published works, but then there seem to also be some journals. So it's possible that information would be in those.
Okay. I like relay that to the team, and I'm like, looks like there might be some sort of like accounting book, journal, like some sort of like not published at a publisher's book on the shelf, but doesn't really do us much good if we can't move.
Can I, like, if I'm close to it, can I, like, rock the table, or is it bolted down?
Go ahead and do an exertion.
Okay. And I am impressive.
You are. That's kind of
I
why
have
that's actually why I'm letting you do this. And you have adept and effective, so you get to reroll once for free.
I will do that. 15.
With a 15, you actually are able to get sort of the bed table thing to start rocking.
She's
You're not like moving it, but you're pumping yourself back and oh god, you're face down, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're shaking yourself on it with this wedge pillow under you, and you're making the whole thing rock. And it sound to Johnny and Flick, who may not be looking directly at, who may not be able to see it, like it sounds like somebody just like making a bed rock.
But I would like to ideally like try to scoot it over to see if I can look more closely.
You haven't all you're doing is moving it. You're kind of shaking it a little. You're not, doing that. But if you're face down, it's kind of up to you if any sort of friction from that is doing anything else for you. But that's up to
It is not.
Fair enough.
Shelly knows that brick is sometimes soft.
Mm-hmm.
And perhaps if these restraints had been used against the wall a lot, there are probably people pulling against them, so wants
Absolutely.
to if there are any weaknesses in the anchors.
Absolutely. Go ahead and do under your sense talents. This will be a touch. This is like all sense of touch as you're trying to just pull on them to see if there's give on one or the other.
Well, that's a 13, baby.
Damn it.
And so
Roll it again.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't like it.
I knew I was forgetting something. I haven't shown the clock yet today. The clock certainly stands at 7, but it's gonna pump up to 8 here, everybody. And please roll a d13 and let's see what coolness stems there from. A horror search would be very bad right now.
I don't want
It
one.
is a 4.
Okay. So
Yeah, we would just all die in a horror search immediately.
you're just tied up. With a 13, you don't really feel any give, but you can feel like the left hand it might just be the ring is looser on the thing. You're not sure if it's from the wall itself, but you feel a little more play on that side than you do on the right, which seems very solid.
Can Shelly just go at it?
Sure, you use an exertion to try to pull it out as hard as you can. Yes, Johnny, and then Flick.
Is there any like sharp edge of my guitar that I can try and like push against the restraints to cut into it at all? Or?
Roll a d13. Flick.
I'm gonna speak in French and ask the restraints to jingle once if they can understand me.
Understood. Nothing jingles.
Oh.
Nothing jingles. Okay.
Johnny.
8.
8. With an 8. Okay. Shelly, how did you do on your exertion?
It was a 19. I'm an ace, but I don't think that does anything.
Ace only helps.
Yeah,
to
that's
get
only
through
for low roll.
19 is good. 19 will do something here, and with a 19, you do actually like pull. You have sort of loosened it a bit. You guys hear some like shh, so you have sort of loosened that side from the wall.
Can
The ring is now kind of like the ring is still in it, but you've like pulled it. You know, like maybe like whatever has mounted it into the wall is probably a few inches long, and you've pulled like a good inch out of it.
does that mean Shelly can reach her? Like, is her hand closer to her mouth now to try to?
Yes, you can more easily get your hand into your mouth. Absolutely.
Okay, I want to try to use my mouth to unbuckle the.
Okay. So that is also a fine motor skills, kind of like what Flick was trying to do.
Okay.
In the meantime, Johnny Voltage.
Fuck. Oh wait, I'm gonna.
Yeah, you can spend
Yeah,
power to
sorry, go
reroll.
ahead. Yeah.
In the meantime, Johnny Voltage.
Uh-huh.
You're looking at your guitar. You're like, can my guitar help me out of here? And your guitar, which is on the ground, kind of near your feet, is. You know, there aren't really sharp edges on a curvaceous beauty like Elvira. But, you know, there certainly are, you know, it's like maybe the guitar strap, you know, stud could kind of be worked into something here or another. But you look down at your Chuck Berry red guitar, your Radiocaster, just kind of shining in the moonlight coming down through the stuff. And as you look at her, you can hear her voice saying, "Johnny, don't you want to touch me, Johnny? Johnny, I want you to play me again, Johnny."
I don't know. I'm struggling against the restraints. That's all I can do.
Sure. Do you say anything back to her? Okay. I guess, Johnny, do an exertion just for the heck of it.
Okay.
Shelly, how did you do on your untying with teeth?
12.
12. Yeah, Johnny, you're just struggling.
Well, so first I rolled a 3, and then I spent a power to re-roll, and then I rolled a 13.
Oh!
So
Merry
I wanted
Christmas.
to tell you that.
Merry Christmas. Merry
Now,
Christmas
if you-
to our souls.
If you re-roll, does the 13 count if you spend power?
If what you end on is not a 13, then it does not count. Like if you spend another power and re-roll and don't keep a 13, then it won't count. Do you want to do that?
Yes. Yeah. Take that 13 back. Let's spend another power.
Another 13.
Yeah. We're gonna go out. We're gonna go out with a bang here. It's a 14 now. So
14. There you go. A 14. Go ahead.
How long have we spent doing this?
This has happened in the amount of time we've been talking. You guys have, since
Oh,
you're
okay.
awake is only like, a few minutes here, 20
Okay.
minutes. So yeah, Shelly, you're pulling on it, and similarly to Flick, you are finding that this is a very hard thing to do just with your teeth. Like you're not really even getting any purchase. Flick, you do think that if you kind of like kept at it, you might be able to undo these restraints. But
Okay.
it'll take a lot of doing, and your jaw will really hurt by the end of it. Like,
That's
you're
fine.
You're like pulling on leather and
Okay.
So Minnie's been shaking, Johnny's been shaking, Shelly's been biting, Flick's been speaking French.
And biting.
And well, yeah, you bit first.
I
Bite
did
first,
bite
speak
first.
French later.
Exactly.
So I think you, at least, especially for Flick and Shelly, you haven't made no progress. Johnny, you're just being taunted by your guitar. Not taunted, but tempted by your guitar. Minnie, you have managed to move, and you hear some, sort of squeaking. You, actually, give me an analysis, Minnie.
17.
You do think that it's possible that you might, like, this thing could break if you really kept, like, shaking it as hard as you could. You might have to do that a couple of times to, like, fully loosen whatever on it just from the force of your tennis body, but it's possible.
Uh-huh. I will continue to.
Okay, do another exertion.
Rattle.
Shake, rattle, and roll.
Oh, nat 20.
Regain 1 power.
Oh, I forgot that happens. I rarely
Actually,
roll
do you have
nat
anything that
20.
does more than that? No. You do not. Okay, so as you basically hearing this, Minnie just starts like shaking like crazy, and you guys hear a crunching sound. And Minnie kind of like it's almost like part of the thing does fall, and like one of your arms you can pull a little more. Like I said, you're gonna have to, with a 20, you've broken it, so like you think you're in a position where maybe you're gonna be able to get this thing free.
Okay. Can I can I reach my other hand?
Ooh,
I was...
yeah. Okay, yeah. I'll say, yeah, actually, yeah, maybe you've gotten it to the point where you're able to pull just enough from one as like a leg underneath is like scraping. That will let's have that be a fine motor skills.
Okay.
As we're saying you can pull your arm to the maximum, you're strong enough. It's all just going to be about, can you physically manipulate this last thing?
That's a 5.
A 5. You could spend power to re-roll that if you wanted to.
How much?
1.
Oh, sure. That's worse. 3.
Oh. So Minnie, you're just at the thing, but it's the angle. You just can't get your hand into a position where you can undo it. But you're close.
Yeah.
Shelly, you're close. Flick, you're still where you are. Johnny, you've made no progress. Minnie, you're very close. Yes, Flick.
Okay. I want to make sure I'm understanding like the actual predicament I'm in.
Yeah.
So I'm in something, I'm laying on my back basically, or on my side.
I think probably side, yeah. Backward
Side?
Yeah.
Okay. And this part of my hands are not, they're not restrained to anything. I'm just stuck like this.
You have 2 cuffs around your wrists.
Mm-hmm.
They are linked like together by like a single link,
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
it's like your hands are together, and then there's chains coming off of them that like effectively just go into the side of the shit, like where the cushion meets the cushion. The chains just go in there. These things just like snaked out of there like out of nowhere.
Okay. What can I? How loose are these chains?
Not like
They're
it's like you can't, you've got maybe a couple inches of give that way, so like if you pull on them as much as you can this way and you move your head as much as you can, you're able to like kind of bite at them, but you haven't been able to get purchase yet. And your feet are the same situation.
Okay. So like my thought process is like, okay, feet and hands, like can I bring them closer to like try to like get
are also chained to the other side of the shades.
Yeah, but I just wasn't sure how long the like the
you
chains
don't
were.
have
like,
much. No one has. You don't have a lot of give. You don't have like.
Okay,
No one
can I
has
just-
much give. Yeah, that's the problem.
Okay, can I roll again to try to
You may
continue
absolutely
like
roll
chewing
again
my way
to try
out?
to chew your way out.
Okay.
Which we haven't had you. You're not biting through leather as of yet. You're just
No.
You're just kind of trying to manipulate a strap off here or there.
Okay, so fine motor skills, I rolled 17.
17. You're kind of like. It's kind of the same for Minnie. You're kind of getting, you're just going to need multiple successes to effectively get this out. At this point, maybe you've got one of the straps out, but like, you're trying to like pull against the little, what's the part of a belt called that's the metal thing that sticks up?
Sticky. The sticky
The
pointer.
sticky point. So basically, you've now gotten it out, like you're pulling back against it, it's like hard to manipulate it so that comes out and it's loose on one of your hands.
Okay.
But you're making progress.
It's called the bar prong.
The bar prong.
Bar prong.
You've got the bar
Oh no, it's
prong.
called the prong. I'm sorry. I was looking at a diagram and they smushed those words together. It's just the prong.
Prong or pin?
I'm seeing prong on most things. Can Shelly, seeing that she got some headway at the, kind of yanking stuff
Yeah.
out of the wall, Keep trying that.
Sure, do another exertion. Minnie, you can do an exertion as well.
Ooh, that is 18, and I am average, but ace
Okay.
doesn't.
Yeah, 18 you will actually, you're making a good bit more progress now. Minnie?
16.
16. Minnie, because you'd gotten a 20 before and shaken it, at this point, with that last thing, you actually, here's how we'll handle this part. Minnie, you shake it more and pull as hard as you can, as if you're, like, putting all your arm into, like, a forehand. That's the strong one. And as you pull forward, like, this table bed thing you're on, you said it was a table?
Yeah.
Okay. So the table, you've basically, like, pulled, like, one of the legs out from under it. So the whole thing goes crashing down. Like, sliding off the thing. However, at this point, so the bad news for you, go to your combat talents and try a dodge.
Okay.
You do have adept, so you get a free reroll on this.
Okay.
And we won't go big on this.
That's 11 and 14.
14. All right. We'll have you take half. So you're gonna have to spend 2 power to avoid, like, you'll have to, like, kind of, like, move your arms up and avoid, like, breaking your neck on the wall as you slide down onto the, like, the concrete. But
I
you've
will do
broken
that.
free, and at this point, you can actually undo your restraint. Shelly, with a 16, you managed to pull it out.
It was an 18.
Oh, an 18. With an 18, you do manage to pull that thing out. So now just give me a fine motor skills. The required number here is not as high. This is just with the cuffs on and one free dragging chain on it to, like, undo yourself.
15.
15. You are able to as well. Flick, can you give me one more fine motor skills? Meanwhile, Johnny. It's just there.
Johnny's just straining against his restraints, trying to reach for the guitar.
Yeah.
16.
Yes, I think at this point, Flick, you are able to slip. You can undo one, and you're now able to slip one hand out of the cuff.
Jesus Christ. Thank God.
Minnie, what are you raising your hand about?
Well, I have a question. So, Oh, never mind. Never mind. I was reading something wrong. Never mind.
Understood.
But I will continue to.
You're out. You've now broken the thing you're on, so you can just move your hand and undo your cuffs.
Can I also
Okay.
do the same?
Yes. So basically, at this point, Flick, Minnie, and Shelly are all free.
I'll go get. Johnny, I guess.
Okay.
Okay, don't say anything weird. Again. Johnny.
What?
Unless you want me to, like, keep you in these. But apparently you're the kind of person who enjoys this kind of stuff. So I'm just gonna...
You don't want her to keep you in that, do you, Johnny?
Wait, I didn't. Nope, not saying anything. Not saying anything.
You're
Like-
weird.
Please let me out.
I am. Oh my god.
Like, is gonna go peruse the journals.
Understood.
The second Johnny's hands free, he like rips the rest of his restraints off and just like jumps to the guitar. It's like, oh my god.
Grabs the guitar, and as you do, it's like you kind of hear the guitar going, giving you a little like, and then you're,
Okay.
then you got the guitar. The guitar's no longer speaking to you.
Do we hear the guitar?
No.
I don't either.
Ooh, that's actually a great question. I'm gonna roll a D13 for you.
Okay.
A 4. You do not hear the guitar at this
Okay.
time.
Okay.
There's a lot going on. Your sort of your proxy surrogate situation is not fully active because you're on opposite sides of the room. Like,
Johnny like strums the guitar. Oh, we're so fucking back. And then like catches himself and like turns around. Is like to me. He's like, Thanks.
Shut the fuck up. Be
Welcome.
quiet.
Yeah, but be quiet.
This isn't the time for fucking rock and roll, Johnny.
It's an electric guitar. It barely makes any sound when you strum.
I don't know how Octopus Man can hear.
you can always make me make so much noise, Johnny. You know how to play me to get me to scream.
Why?
Yeah.
Why are you making that weird face?
Yeah.
What weird face? I'm just excited to be out of my restraints. I was in there for like an
You
hour.
got red all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Like, pulled at your shirt.
They're just
Are
jealous.
you turned on by this stuff?
It's
That
hot
is
in
so
here, okay?
weird.
Yeah.
Look at them. Look at how jealous they are. It's so sad. they'll never have what we have, Johnny.
You know, can we just
Anyway.
focus on getting out of here, please, and not getting impregnated by a fishman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the
Flick is
meantime-
like looking through the journals.
Flick, you go to the journals. Go ahead and do an analysis on that. In the meantime, Shelly, because I think you have a good, you were the cause of this. Yes, your hearing. Shelly, you do notice something no roll sort of required at this. That like the restraints that you've broken out of are all snaking a little bit still.
Everyone, look out. Stay away from the restraints. They're coming back toward us.
Ew, gross.
But back off. Everybody back off. This place is trying to keep us here.
Is there like? Can I look around to see if there's like a something that I can like hit things with?
Oh, do you mean like a little crop?
Well, or like a paddle or something. She wouldn't
Oh,
know.
I see. I understand. Yes. Sure, Minnie, roll a d13.
God damn it.
I rolled an 18, by the way.
An 18.
Ooh, a 12.
A 12. Hey, Minnie, well done. Yes, there is a little paddle.
Okay, I will.
Ooh,
grab
you know
it.
what there is actually, Minnie? There's a paddle, but it's like very thin and it has like circular holes in it. So it kind of whistles when you do it.
Yeah. Okay. She'll grab it and like be ready to whack things or people.
There you go.
Line up.
In the meantime, Flick, you go through this journal, and it seems to be a ledger of what some of Madame Ether's clients enjoyed. You see no reference to a safe word, but you do see a lot of stuff of like, Mr. G, and then the descriptions of certain acts.
Do I recognize any of the names to be any of the townspeople or people that are of note?
Okay, we're coming up against a very interesting thing here. This will be an intuition roll. I know that it seems that this is a mental thing, but this is really more about the feeling of it. So give me an intuition roll. Do you have anything cool for that? You know what though? Give me an intuition roll, but I want you to add one for your lore knowledge of town. So you can get one free reroll on it just because of your understanding of lore.
17.
With a 17.
This is the big boy. He's doing good.
With a 17, these names, many of the names you do not recognize. The names you recognize from like old stories, like big rumors, but it's almost sort of the way that you knew who Zeke was in the context of you've never actually seen Zeke, you've only heard of Zeke. Not one person in this journal is someone you can actually remember like knowing. And the intuition part of that's really coming in here is it feels weird. It feels like it almost feels like were any of these people did any of these people even exist? You're kind of like this is like a ledger of people who like for all you can tell aren't real.
So,
even though you've heard the names.
Okay. She's specifically looking to see if any of the names on this ledger are similar to the people that were surrounded by like the investigation of her dad's disappearance.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna assume no.
I would say no to that.
Okay.
That's a complicated question as well. The reason this is complicated is, of course, because you guys were all present, like a few months ago when the Dread Search happened. And so, okay. No, none of those names would be familiar to you in that context.
She pockets the journal in her little satchel.
Cool.
Are there any other like interesting books that like would be reference looking books that she would find interesting on that shelf?
I mean, depend on what you would find interesting. There's a copy of the Kama Sutra because Madame Ether is a little basic. There's a copy. I just said that to make Lauren mad. Look at her face. There's like a coffee table book of like erotic photography and that very sort of I don't, you know, very, very sort of like Maplethorpe brazen, just kind of like, ha, here's a naked man, sort of, you know. So like there are some kind of, you know, like erotic books like that. Maybe there's like some kind of like joy of sex-esque thing, you know, some tome of that variety. So if any of those are of interest,
She grabs one. She grabs the joy of sex and just like puts it in her satchel.
yeah, it's some
Quietly.
sort of, some riff on joy of sex or some
The joy of
maybe
cooking.
with like the joy of kink or something.
Okay.
Go ahead, cheese parties.
There you go.
Fromage.
So, but the things, yeah, Minnie is, so while Flick's going through this, Minnie is holding this paddle. Johnny is holding his guitar and really just fingering the frets, and then Shelly is kind of, you know, pointing out like, oh, there's, you know, things going. Flick has looked through these, grabbed some journals, grabbed a book. What are you all doing now?
Is there a window?
Yes, there are a few windows that kind of look down on the street. Yeah.
Can I see if there's anything out there, like very discreetly?
Sure, if you want to look at the window, go ahead.
What would that
Do a
be?
sight roll under your senses.
Okay. Do this average. 11?
The streets seem empty. The streets of paradise seem empty late at night.
Jelly wants to like kind of peek down the stairs and see if there's, knowing that that this place was trying to hold us in there. Is there anything else trying to like keep us up in
Ooh,
this?
great question.
attic?
Go ahead and make a sight roll yourself. In this attic.
19, baby. Sight, and then I'm average.
It does not appear to be, the door is locked, but only because you locked it. You don't see any, and you don't see any like restraints in the little hall, in the little stairway going down.
And I don't know if we should stay up here. Is there what we saw downstairs?
This is one of those things where it's like the door downstairs leads directly up.
Oh,
So there's like other storefronts on either side. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Minnie, do you see anything outside?
No, it's empty, but like that and 50 cents will give you like a cup of coffee at your place. So,
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I just don't know if we should like. I don't know if we should stay in here or leave. And I mean, I feel like we still need to rest. Like, shouldn't we go out when it's daylight?
yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't we stay in the staircase? Like the door is locked.
Shifts?
Yeah, and then we watch the door to make sure that the restraints don't come out.
Yeah. We'll grab some of these paddles. We can like maybe sleep in shifts and then beat them off if they try to get us.
Why did you laugh?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
You're really on everybody's case right now, Minnie. Can't you just like?
Okay, well, this is a really stressful situation in case you haven't been aware of that this whole time.
Yeah,
You're
and
gonna
like you know,
ogling
you're the
your-
only person
your
who's stressed
guitar.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it's really common psychologically for people to relieve stress by laughing, right? Like some of us don't process it the same way as you. People are different.
I just
Yeah.
have to say, I don't think we should be having conflict because, you know, we need to be a team here. There could be a monster or something coming at us any minute, and we really need to be aligned.
Shelly,
I'm just
It's not-
saying, different strokes for different folks is all. As I run my hand slowly up the like of my guitar.
Are you touching it that way? That is.
What
so
are you talking
weird.
about? This is a normal way to. I'm just making sure it's not damaged.
okay,
You're
can
not
you make
even
sure it's not
looking.
damaged over there? Every time you touch it, it makes me a little uncomfortable.
Oh my god, let's just.
All right,
go.
well that's on you, not me.
Johnny, Johnny, you hear Elvira's voice say, "I want you to damage me. I want you to break me in half."
Okay.
What? Okay, let's go in the staircase, and I'll take the first shift.
I want you to snap every string.
Hello, Johnny.
Yep. Yeah. First shift. You. Yeah. That's great.
Listen,
I'm gonna go
I'll
sit
take.
down.
Yeah.
So you guys are gonna just like sleep on stairs, basically?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of sit there and rest on him, I guess.
Sure.
And rest.
Okay. So Minnie and Flick are gonna take the first watch.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what I've heard? All right.
Yeah.
Great. Then as Johnny and Shelley
Oh, never mind.
Kind of.
Never mind.
drift off to something, Minnie and Flick, if you two are going to sort of keep watch for a moment here as they sort of recharge, I will let you. We can have a few moments of RP discussion if you'd like, but if you don't have much to say to each other,
Minnie's mad at Flick.
Minnie's mad.
Listen, we gotta figure out where we're gonna go after we get out of here.
Does Minnie have any ideas? Like, well, actually, no. You know what? She's gonna say, you know what? I picked this place and it didn't really work out so great. So if you know somewhere else, that would be fantastic.
Flick would know, right? Like the town really well.
Yeah, I mean you all know town.
Okay, so does Flick this? Okay, this situation that we found us in. This isn't a place that like she's noticed before in like the main drag of the city.
It's on the street, but it's like it's not a place you've never gone into and paid much attention to. Yeah.
Okay. Is there like a diner that might be opening soon? That
There
like
is a
opens
diner
really.
there's a diner that's probably already open. In fact, it would be the what is it called? The Midnight Diner is certainly open at present.
All right. Look, the Midnight Diner's open. It's a little bit down the street. At least like there might be some people there. Maybe like I know the cops kind of hang out there a lot, like when they're like patrolling because they get free coffee and donuts. So like maybe we could at least like tell the cops like what happened. Like
I don't even know if they'd believe us, but yeah,
we could at least let them know that there was like a break-in at the coffee shop.
Yeah, but I don't want to move until daylight. This stuff is freaking me out, okay? And I'm sorry for being rude, but it is very stressful, okay?
It is very stressful, but like, Minnie, you're not the only person like living your life. Everyone is a little different, okay? Like, look, I know that we aren't in the same social circles
Okay,
or
and I'm
cliques in high
handling
school,
stress the way that I'm handling it.
and that's
And if anything,
okay.
you're respecting that.
Shelly goes, shh.
All right. In that case, everyone regain, let's say, 2 power.
Can I roll my D4?
I thought you did last time already.
It says once each rest.
Oh, that's like a
A sleepy
night's-
rest?
like a sleep, like a night's rest. I'll let you do it after you take your sleep part.
My sleep. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll just gain
After you
free
get
one.
your 2 or 3 hours of sleep.
Okay.
Wait,
that will
so
reset for you.
sorry, does Minnie and Flick gain
Go to
any or
sleep
no?
now.
Yeah, you do as well. You even
gain
though
1.
you're awake, you regain the stuff. Like
Oh.
if you don't sleep, it's not like D&D. Like you still get the benefits of resting for several hours, but if you don't sleep, you are gonna start being exhausted and punchy and stuff.
Mhm.
And you
Do we
wouldn't
switch
regain
off?
something like this. But yeah, if you guys want to switch off now, yes, Flick and Minnie can recline on the steps while Johnny and Shelley can go sit closer with paddles. So far, it does not appear that the restraints have been like moving towards the door from inside, from the loft, or kind of I'm not even know if there is a door, but like they haven't been moving towards where you are.
The sex attic.
The sex attic, yeah.
So do you play guitar often?
Yeah, you could say that.
Why don't you play me for her? Why don't you show her how good you can play me, Johnny?
You play any instruments?
I'm going crazy without your hands on me.
Yeah, I mean, I played the recorder in 4th grade and I learned like a Caribbean song. We're taking a trip to the Caribbean. Do you know that one? Can you play that? I haven't heard it in so long. I loved that
Does
song.
Johnny know that song?
I think probably.
Yeah, sure.
All
I'll
right,
like
Johnny, go ahead and do a
play the-
creativity roll.
okay. Creativity. Where was that? Under.
It's under
Yeah,
mental talents. It's the one
oh,
you
I
have
have,
every
like,
single thing
a
for.
ton of shit for that.
He
yeah.
has all 4 of them. He has Ace, Adept, Dependable, and Effective on this.
So first roll is an 11.
Okay. Reroll for free roll.
5.
Reroll for free again.
17.
Okay.
Is that all of them or?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take the 17.
With the 17, he starts to play it, and even though it's kind of, like on the unamped guitar. And Johnny, with every sort of, like strum and like impression of the fret as you're sort of, are you picking, or are you doing this just with your fingers, you think? Are you using an instrument, or are you just using your fingers?
I'm using my fingers.
Okay. So as you play this, like, you can, like, Elvira's singing the song for you, singing the song as you requested, and you can tell that she wants you to make her scream. Like, she wants you to just tickle her tone knob and like turn this up so loud, but you're restraining yourself because you guys are trying to be quiet. But you definitely play it, and you get a beautiful sound even on the unamped thing. Shelly, it's exactly the song you remember, but it's way better than it ever sounded on a recorder.
We're taking a trip to the Caribbean Isles. Their friendly people will greet you with a smile. Listen to Calypso, join in the fun. Watch the drifting sailboats, feel the golden sun. Wow, Johnny, that was so good. That brought me back to 4th grade. I wish I had my recorder.
That's such a shame.
I'm so glad she doesn't. Why don't you show her what a real song is, Johnny?
You listen to any music, Kelly? Like,
Yeah, I like a lot of music. At my parents' cheese parties, they have an accordion player that usually shows up and plays some really nice music. I do love the marching band. I like when the drums hit, I feel like, I don't know, this surge of excitement. My hair stands up on my arms. I do have hair on my arms. I don't tell many people that, I'm sorry. But
all right.
yeah.
Yeah, but like, you ever listen to like real music?
Like classical? Like,
No, not like classic.
what do you... Oh, like a rock and roll. You're a rock and roller, aren't you?
You could say that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I
I'm gonna
like
play
rock
one.
and roll.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
like play something.
Okay, so hold on. This is important. Johnny Voltage, my dear.
I'm not gonna play a Song of Dread.
Well, let's talk about that.
Uh,
No, that's fine. You don't want to play a song of Dread. That's okay. Well, you're just gonna play like a rock, like some like rock and roll song, kind of just some standard.
Yeah.
Great. Go ahead and do a creativity roll.
If you roll a 13, so help me God, Jeremy.
Better fucking not.
10, 6. Do I get to reroll 6?
No.
Damn.
So you're going with 10 unless you want to spend power to do better.
I'll spend power. I'll spend 1.
yeah, baby. Spend that power.
Another 17.
Johnny starts playing you a rock song. It's the kind of thing that, like, even unamped, it's got some, and he knows that Elvira kind of wants to move a little, so he's putting it a little, kind of like, and it's very pleasant to hear, Shelley. It has kind of a, it doesn't get your arms hair to stand up like drums from a marching band does, but it's cool, and you could imagine that if somebody were drumming with it. You're apparently a rhythm girl. The point is, if somebody were drumming with it, you might, like, it would probably be very good, but it's good. Johnny, however, you sense resistance. Not in your fingers, you're playing it great, but it's like Elvira seems like she likes that you're giving her a workout, but she doesn't seem satisfied.
Yeah. Okay.
And
You see.
actually, Shelly. Oh my God, Shelly, you have hearing. You're a hearing adept, aren't you?
Yes.
Johnny, as you get to like a big thing, as you're finishing up sort of like the first chorus or a little bridge on it, Elvira sings to you again as she does, and Shelly, give me a hearing roll. Because you are actively listening.
11.
11? That's with your free reroll?
Oh, no, wait, hold on.
You're
So,
adept, so you get to reroll once for free.
oh, excellent. I love that. Okay. So that was a 4, so I keep the
You can
higher
stick
number?
with the 11, yeah.
Okay, I'll stick with the 11.
So, Johnny, as you get to this thing, like, you kind of hear Elvira go, "Blame me for rain," which, if you didn't fully understand that, then that's about as much as you probably heard as the
Okay.
guitar's talking, the vocoder. You did not?
I know.
Okay. She's basically saying, "Play me for real." Shelly, you almost think
Oh.
that the guitar sounded like a voice there for a moment. But, like, you couldn't really hear what it said.
That sounds so weird.
It's the power of music.
Yeah, no, but I mean, like, it was weird, though. Like, it was really good. I love rock now. I think I might do rock. Like, maybe I'll drum.
Uh-huh.
I was drumming while you were playing that. I was drumming on my lap a little, but your guitar was like it sounded like maybe like a cat lady was in it or something, or like a cat
I
or a
mean,
lady.
I wouldn't know anything about that, but Shelly, if you want to be a rocker, you got to know how to break rules. Okay?
Johnny,
I don't know if that's really something that's naturally.
Johnny,
that
bash your
naturally
face in
comes-
with me, Johnny. She called me a cat lady, Johnny. Are you gonna let her talk to me like that? Come on, baby. Why don't you show her what music really is? Come on, Johnny. I want it so bad. You're taking me to the edge, but you're not letting me squeal. Come on, baby.
Johnny just breaks off mid-sentence. It's like, actually, I'm not feeling so well. Do you think you could take the rest of the shift?
Yeah, no, of course. If you're not like, are you feeling nauseous?
Yeah.
Oh, I wish they had like ginger ale or something. here.
It'll pass, I'm sure.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, no, I've got it. I was the class treasurer. I have a lot of responsibility. You go to
Yeah,
sleep.
that doesn't surprise me. I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Just
Don't-
gonna stand up and like walk up the stairs, like as far away from everybody else, and like kind of sit.
Okay, gotcha. You actually, I think the furthest from everybody else would be the bottom of the stairs.
Okay, so down the stairs.
Yeah. You can be like up against the door to the street. It's locked. You're fine. All right. So
Mhm.
Shelly, as Johnny goes down, and Johnny, it's been rough that Elvira's been talking to you, but the silence is so much worse. Your guitar has never felt so cold in your hands. Meanwhile, Shelly, you're just up there keeping watch. Go ahead and do a sight. Let's just see if you notice any shenanigans.
18, baby.
You see like one like leather cuff like peering around a corner, and you kind of like raise the and it just immediately snaps back. Yeah. And with that, everybody regained 3 more power.
Nice.
Dawn begins to break. Flick, if you want to, you can roll your d4 for now, or you can save it for later.
I'll save it for later. and
Because
just
yeah,
get the
as
standard.
time goes on here, you guys very well may, So, Minnie, you said you wanted to leave it once the sun was up, or you wouldn't leave until the sun is up.
Yeah.
But the sun is now up. You're all alive. Johnny, you still feel your guitar giving you the cold shoulder.
Morning, everyone.
Morning.
How are we feeling today?
Rested, I guess, but also like I slept on a fucking stairwell.
You did.
Crazy, I was feeling the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Flick had an idea that was good. We are going to go to the, what was the diner called?
Thanks for introducing the idea. It's the Midnight Diner.
To the Midnight
yeah,
Diner.
Yeah, the Midnight Diner. Yeah.
Hey.
And Minnie agrees it's a good idea. So that's like half of the group.
I'm hungry.
Yeah. They've got some really good fucking pancakes. Can't tell you how many times I've been on a story and come in there and Bob's given me some like primo. They've got like, I swear they have like vanilla and cinnamon and something in them. You gotta try
Okay,
them.
well, we can like see that when we get there.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
I mean, you don't want to get away from those creepy leather contraptions that were trapping us?
Yeah, I do. Let's go. Unless you guys have a better place you want to go to.
Johnny,
I got nothing. Let's go.
why are you so despondent?
He
What do
was
you mean?
not.
I'm just woke up. Give me a second, okay?
Yeah, we all feel bad. Sometimes when you get really worried, your tummy feels unsettled, and I think that might have been what happened to him.
Thank you, Shelly.
Okay, fine.
Okay, wait. Can I ask a question?
Please.
Does Flick know that Johnny's guitar is possessed now because of what happened?
You definitely do. It kind of has to do with, you were taking some notes. I think all of you feel like something came over you all. So it's kind of like, actually, Flick, tell you what, do an intuition roll.
Can it be investigation or analysis, please?
It really is not analysis because it's the feeling of it.
No. It's a 2.
You're at max power. Go ahead and re-roll.
Fuck it. All right.
Spend one and re-roll.
Wait, hold on. Can I re-roll it again? It hit my fucking
Yeah,
keyboard
yeah.
and like stopped. Okay.
Sure.
Hold on. I'm gonna like get all the shit out of the way. Ha ha ha. A solid 10.
Solid 10.
A solid 10.
It feels like a dream. And it feels like a dream. So I would say that Flick, it's possible that Johnny's guitar is alive, but it's also possible that Johnny's just such a rocker boy that he was like anytime I'm hooking up with someone, it's a threesome involving my guitar.
Okay, but also Flick believes in weird cryptids, so I feel like
you can do with the
Okay.
information what you want to.
Okay.
You're not sure either way.
okay.
The main thing to you is it felt like a crazy dream.
How was your night, Johnny, with you and your girl?
What?
I don't know. I mean,
Oh my god, are you and Shelly dating?
No.
no, the guitar, like the one that he keeps like stroking.
Ew.
Lyra, my guitar.
It has a
What do
name.
you mean?
Yeah, it doesn't.
Of course it has a name.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't name my like tennis racket.
I've
Yeah,
never seen
but the-
people like name cars or whatever. Like it's the same kind of thing.
No.
Yeah, like, saxophone guys always name their saxophone.
Yeah, I've met a few guitarists that have named their guitars.
Well, I don't hang out with band nerds, so I wouldn't know.
Saxophone.
Can't imagine why.
Always name their guitars.
Can we go to this diner and have those pancakes?
You guys are
I'm
walking to the
craving
diner.
them.
You're on the way.
All right. Are you gonna try the pancakes? Let's do
To
it.
me?
Yeah,
Yeah, why not? You said they were good, right?
they're really fucking good. Get a short stack though, because the pancakes are just like as big as a dinner plate, so you won't need any more than like a short stack.
All right. Well, maybe we'll see how it goes. I'm pretty hungry.
Okay. What's it like at the Midnight Diner?
If you guys make your way here in the dawn, the Midnight Diner is not extremely crowded. It's pretty sort of. It's like early like this. there certainly are a few people in on early shifts, kind of before early shifts, but honestly, most people on early shifts would have to already be there at this point. So it's kind of, you may have missed like the real morning rush, the pre-dawn rush. But there's a few people in. As you walk in, the only person who sort of looks up at you is a man in his sort of mid to late 40s, wearing kind of like a denim sort of jacket. He kind of just like looks up as all you guys walk in and kind of notices the vibe of you, and I think you all kind of notice that you're all, no roll is required, you're all on alert to some extent, so you notice he kind of like reacts to you all coming in to some extent. He's sitting at a booth sort of towards, kind of against the entry wall, so he sort of sees you as you walk in, but there's several booths you can kind of, go to.
Can I analyze like his outfit and like what he's doing?
Analyze his outfit? Sure.
And like just like his appearance and be like, and try to understand like, okay, who is
yeah,
this
you could do
person?
an
Why are they,
analyze of his appearance, I suppose.
And-
Yeah.
Can I do intuition
You may do an intuition
to
on
see
his
if we
side.
should sit what the vibe is to
Oh, I dropped the big boy.
Oh no.
Ace means I can re-roll.
Ace
right?
means you can re-roll 5 or lower, and if it's a 1, it only costs you 2 to re-roll.
11.
11. He seems like he's now just like looking down at his coffee, but he seemed to all you know is that he noticed you all enter. That's all you kind of know. He's now like not looking at you at all. He's just staring down at his coffee.
15.
15. He is dressed like, very blue collar vibe. He must, it's interesting because, there's a lot of people in town and you're not really sure where everyone works at, but, if there's factories, he's probably at a factory kind of vibe. He seems, he's got a look a lot of people in town have, someone who's just kind of, like moves in and out kind of in a very, in a very kind of just, he doesn't look like an upstanding member of the community.
Okay. Do I know the hostess?
Question.
Go ahead.
The way that he looked at us, was it suspicious or did it
Within
just look like a
11, all you
guy?
can tell is that he seemed to very much notice you, but you have nothing
Okay.
beyond that. To Flick's question, yeah, I think you certainly know. Let's see who will be on duty right now.
We need to know their name. First name, last name, age, visual. So important.
Veronica.
Veronica.
We haven't had a Veronica, have we?
I don't think so.
I think so. I don't know. Sophia, have we?
Veronica's kind of older, just kind of, and she has like those glasses that go like that,
Had I?
She doesn't have cat eye glasses. I don't think she has like a beehive, but it's some kind of updo,
Okay. Hey, Veronica, can we get a table for me and my friends? I promise we're going to order more than coffee this time.
She just points at a table.
All right, let's go.
One of the booths, yeah.
Okay. Are there any cops here? Do we see any?
You don't see any cops at this moment.
Okay.
You all sit down.
Okay. Flick pulls out her notebook and she starts furiously drawing a fucking map of where the coffee shop is and where the swamp or river or whatever body of water is close to the coffee shop. And she's like, okay, if Squid Man came into the coffee shop, the closest fucking lake fucking body of water over here is gonna be at least Davy's Pond. You guys have been to Davy's Pond, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Have I?
I'm sure.
Probably at a party or
I
something.
think it's probably Davy's Pond could be up. Trying to decide if that should be part of the. There's actually 2 bodies of water that are literal. I'm trying to decide which one would be closer. With that, Davy's Pond will be a subset of. Davy's Pond will be in the Paradise Marshes in that case. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, I know where it is. I don't spend time in the marshes.
Okay, but like, where else could this fucking squid dude come from?
I don't know.
What do we know about Paradise? Like, had any of us experienced anything?
Nothing like the past 12 hours. Not ever since the skeletons came out. Like, you've always felt like there's like a weird undercurrent, but you've never seen like monsters like you've seen in the past time.
Is there a TV in here or anything?
I don't think there'd be a TV in here.
Or radio? Like
Radio, sure. And well, there's a jukebox probably, which probably goes against your interest. You're trying to see if there's any news.
Yeah.
There's a newspaper.
Shelly goes over to pick up the newspaper and see if there's anything in there worth noting.
Nothing about the events last night.
Do either three of you know how long a squid can be out of water before it dies?
I mean,
Why the hell would I know that?
I don't know. Biology? Science class?
You think I pay attention in school? Yeah, it's
Okay,
fine.
you paid attention in music class. You could have like a special interest. In
Yeah, exactly. Minnie's right.
Thank you.
Like, I don't like people are multifaceted. You don't have to just be a rocker, Johnny.
Right, all right. Jeez.
Veronica shows up at the table. So what do you want?
Pancakes, a short stack, and coffee. Please keep the coffee coming.
She just like stares at you for a long time, and then just moves on and looks at
Oh
everyone
no,
else.
I'll get the frubo with the light yogurt.
Just give me
I
what
get the
they're having.
pancakes.
I don't want a whole pancake. They make me puff up.
Okay, well, you have to at least try a bite.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
do you have eggs Benedict on brioche by any chance?
Shelly. This is a diner.
Veronica like leans in and just like points at the menu.
So no substitutions.
She points at the menu where it says no substitutions.
I will have a blueberry muffin and a tall glass of milk. And do you do lattes here?
She just walks away.
Ma'am,
Johnny gets
ma'am.
Shelly, read the room.
I am. You never know. Places like this sometimes have like a Michelin star chef. I don't even know what that.
Shelly, are your
I'm sure
parents
the
like
world
rich
knows
or
what that
something?
means.
Like,
I was just gonna ask, are you secretly rich? Because you're talking like rich people, and I know.
Cut to you guys can see through like the slat, you know, the kind of open thing into the kitchen where the chef is just like coughing.
Like smoking into the.
Damn it! Oh God, I'm so drunk still.
He like smokes his cigarette and blows it into the fryer or whatever.
Yeah.
Incidentally, the chef's name is Michelin Star.
He's the Michelin star.
That's
I think
the
it's more like
Michelin
the
star
chef,
word.
like the chef, like accidentally, he like goes to pick up his cigarette. You know, he's like reaching for his cigarette that he set on a thing, ash dripping into the deep fryer. But instead, he accidentally grabs like a, you know, like a skewer or something and screams as he stabs himself. Ah, damn it! I did it again. That's a bullshit job. God damn.
I mean, no, my parents
Wait,
are
you said this place
artists.
was good, right?
what?
You said this place was good, right?
Yeah, I mean,
It
listen,
is.
like, it's not like the fanciest place in town, but like the pancakes are to die for. The chef's a little crazy, but like they've got good coffee. It's fresh. It's open nearly 24 hours. And it is real early in the morning and no one else is open. So,
What kind of artists are your parents, Shelly?
Oh, just like a whole bunch of different, like, you know, my mom jumps from art to art. Like sometimes she does ceramics. She did crocheting for a while. She did like painting. She
What
did
does your dad do?
tax.
hacks?
Taxes.
There it is.
Just taxes.
Oh,
Yeah.
taxes. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
makes sense.
He's really stressed out, like in March.
Yeah, that would do it.
That does track, yeah. How
Um,
many cars does your family have?
cars? Oh, we have bicycles only.
You can all
You are a
regain
hard
another,
one to read, Joey.
You can all regain another power at this point, by the way. Your food comes. It all is actually very good.
See, I told you.
While you're eating, though, the guy in the denim jacket sort of stands up, kind of walks past your table, kind of looks everyone over, and then goes to the payphone at the far side.
Oh my god, that guy's been checking me out since I walked in.
Can Shelly get a read on him? Like, is that
You can do an intuition roll if you want.
Why are you looking at me like that?
13, baby?
3 tonight from you alone.
Oh,
Yeah, Daddy.
No,
Daddy.
only it's not
God.
3 because we took one of yours back.
I also had adept and dependable on intuition. Anything?
Dependable means that you're not going to, I believe, with a dependable on intuition, you're not going to come to a. You don't have effective. You have adept and dependable. Well, adept means you can re-roll.
Right. Oh yeah, and then dependable.
Dependable just means you could have not rolled and just had a 10.
Okay.
Are you going to take the 13?
Let me re-roll.
Okay.
Actually,
We can't have nice things. It's
oh,
fine.
so sad.
Yeah.
And that is an 18, so I'm glad I did that.
Yay! Proud of you.
It seems like you get the sense that whatever call he's making is about you, or you're about your table.
I think he's calling someone about us.
Oh my god, he's trying to traffic me. Because I'm so pretty.
I think it's about us and not just you, Minnie. Not everything is about you all the
Okay,
time.
but sometimes it is.
Yeah, but you shouldn't just make that assumption right away. I mean, we're all important. I mean,
Sure.
it could be about Johnny. He's a total rocker. Like, he's kind of famous in this town.
The guy hangs up the phone, and he walks over to your table. And he kind of just stands there and kind of doesn't really make eye contact, but says, are you Voltage?
Yeah? What about it?
I'm supposed to take you to the studio. You know?
Right now?
Yeah.
Kind of in the middle of something.
Alright, we'll finish.
Sir, are you an agent?
Are you trying to traffic Johnny?
No. I was
What?
doing some work with them.
Yeah, he's we have a mutual employer, real stone-faced kind of guy, if you know what I mean.
What?
He's kind of looking at Johnny like he's doing everything but winking. Real stoic gentleman.
Alright, dude.
Tall.
Why don't you go sit back down and I'll come over to you when I'm done.
He goes
Alright,
and
I had
sits
a
back.
long night.
He looks at
I
his
just want
watch.
some pancakes.
He looks at his watch and goes over.
See, Minnie, I told you it's not always about you.
Okay, well, either way, he's like trying to separate us and take at least one of us to another location. So I was only half wrong. Just
This
about
could be
who
an
it was.
opportunity for Johnny. Johnny, do you know that man?
No, but I know who he works for.
Is it, are you getting your deal? Your break?
Yeah, I'm doing like a recording gig at this studio and probably have to do some more work today.
So you're just gonna like go and do music and forget what happened last night?
What else am I supposed to do about this? Like, do you think I can go and battle that squid guy in the swamp? Like, there's nothing I can do about him. Might as well get paid.
Okay, well, like, is the studio in a safe place?
No.
Oh.
Well, for me it is. Probably.
Wouldn't it be safe for us, Johnny?
I don't know. The boss guy is kind of temperamental, you know.
Temperamental or skeevy?
Honestly, I can't tell.
Well, I don't really want to go home. Don't really want to be alone. Definitely.
You want to take your chances.
Okay, so we're coming with you, right?
Yeah. None of you play instruments, right?
I played the recorder in 4th grade.
Right. Yeah. I get that. I meant like right now, like currently.
I could still play the recorder.
Right.
Are you guys recording hot cross buns?
No, I mean, like, best I could do is some spoken word poetry to a beat, but not really a musician.
Yeah, just don't if he asks you to do a job for him, don't do it.
I'll just pretend like I'm one of your fans
Mhm.
or something. Because like every rocker has like beautiful women who are fans, right? So
I could be your manager.
Yeah, we all do. Oh. Yeah.
I guess I'll be
Mhm.
your publicist.
Right. Great. Okay. Yeah.
Let's go.
Sure. Yeah, this is probably fine.
Okay.
Can I eat my pancakes now, or are you guys just gonna keep looking at me like?
Yeah, no. I'll go. Oh, Jesus. I've got some digging I have to do. I need to look into this squid man. I feel like I've seen these fish people before.
Okay, well, you know where the studio is, right?
Johnny, can you give me the address? I'll write it down. And I've got a Thomas guide in my car.
Yeah, sure. Can I? Do I know the address?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll write it down on like a napkin for you. And
Thanks.
In the meantime, the guy kind of comes over as you're sort of finishing and saying, "You ready to go?"
yeah, get your stuff, guys. We're going.
Oh, you bringing them?
Yeah, they're my team.
Manager. Yeah, I just want to make sure that he gets to keep rights to his music.
Does the boss pay you to get me there, or does he pay you to ask questions?
Pay me? The guy reaches into his pocket though, and kind of is going to Shelly and goes, "So you said, he takes out like a little black book. I'm sorry, you're the, I'm sorry, you're the manager?
I'm his manager. Yeah, I'm the manager.
Oh, yeah, okay then, yeah, sure. Who are you? He says to Minnie.
I'm just, and she'll like hang on Johnny and be like, I'm just his #1 fan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just groupie. Just a
I
groupie.
just think his
Flick whispers into her ear and goes, "Muse."
I'm his muse.
The Muse? I don't see the fucking Muse. Okay. What about you? He turns
Me?
to Flick. Yeah.
I'm a publicist. I got shit to do. I gotta go find some. I gotta go talk to the newspaper. See if we can get some
Okay.
ads out on his next show.
You're the public. I don't see the. He's writing down the Muse and the publicist.
It's Flick, Flick.
Never mind.
Okay.
Never mind. All right, come on. Let's go.
Monroe.
We going, or we're just gonna keep standing here?
Pay your fucking bill, Johnny. And she puts like cash on the table.
I put cash down.
All right. Well,
Let's go.
with that, as this gentleman leads 3 teenagers to his car at 6:30 in the morning, as Flick wanders off to go investigate squid people, and as as Elvira still feels cold in your hand. Actually, oh no, here's how this will happen. I'm gonna roll a D. If I'm gonna roll a D13, I will need a. I think I can do this on a 6 or higher, honestly. Maybe a 7 would be better, but a 6 will be a little bit. Literally got just for a little bit. All right, so as you're moving, Johnny, as you walk out and Minnie's like holding on to you, your guitar kind of like hits Minnie like right in the hip. Like it seems like you just like were holding it weird, but it really just got her right on the hip bone.
Touch it.
Hang on.
I gotta play the part.
I feel like the guitar, if it could have made a noise as it hit, it would have been like skank. But with that, that's where we're going to end tonight's session. With 3 teens getting in a car with a middle-aged man in a denim jacket. God, the 80s were cool. Yeah, I'll give these your little friends. Give them a ride. All right.
Gross.
Well, on that note,
Johnny. She like scribbles a phone number down on her notebook, and she goes, "Call me if you need something."
Got it.
all right, then in that case, Johnny, Elvira, Shelley, and Minnie get in the car with the man, and that is where we'll end tonight's episode. Nice. All right, very good, everyone. Some fun stuff. You made it out
This
of the
can
dungeon.
only go well for us.
No one died.
No one died. You got to the diner. You rested. That's good.
We rested.
Rested.
Johnny can rock and roll.
Yep.
What is this little fish shirt you're wearing? Is this a band shirt?
This? Oh, it's a comic studio I used to work at.
Okay.
There you go. Well, thank you all. This was very fun. We've got some other games on the channel I'll let you know about real quick. On Sunday night, we will be returning with Here Be Dragons, where the dragons are in a bit of a pickle, having emerged from the shadow world where they were Mr. Game & Watch, like flat shadows moving around on a cave wall. It was in Plato Gar's cave. That was the joke I made, and some people got it eventually. And then, but what's cool is they didn't go up the dimensional stalactite to get out. So now they're back in the real world, but they're still just shadows. So some Peter Pan, sew them back on, detach them with soap. Yeah, we'll see what happens. On Monday, the Dreamlands returns. It is a vote between burgers and fries. Burgers was winning, but then fries had a huge surge yesterday. I think burgers is surging back. So it's really kind of close whether or not we're going to be going to a sort of, whether or not we're going to be doing some meta fighting game stuff, or whether we're going to go on a mission for Igor. Those are their options. So make sure you vote. You'll have the next 2 days to do that. And today, again, voted yet. Last voting day is Sunday, midnight Pacific. So get into that. Oh man, Sophia put so many burgers. Look at that.
A lot of burgers.
Sophia's making the position known. And then on Wednesday, we have the first session of the Deck of Long Lost Things, which is the game where we had a very fun session 0 where our characters drew their cards. We've determined their backstory. I've now been talking to them, kind of fleshing out these backstories. It's going to be really fun. So please check that out. This is 5e D&D using the new 2024 rules, many of which I already think are stupid and bad and so broken, and it's just here to make the players invincible. Hey, Jeremy, read about what elemental monks can do with grappling, by the way.
Oh, no, I'm aware.
Are you aware of that? What, like, is anyone thinking? I don't understand. Whatever. I think what they're trying to do is, my belief, what Wizards of the Coast is trying to do, is make it so no one is willing to DM, and you have to use some AI tool they'll invent. That's really my suspicion. Because they're making it so impossible for DMs to run any kind of game with the power levels you're giving these characters. So yeah. So it's gonna be fun. Come check it out. And then a week from tonight, we're back with more Blood from a Stone horror nonsense. We'll see how this rock show goes with Johnny Volti. So yeah, check that out. go to our Discord to interact with us, our YouTube to watch old episodes, the wiki to see how all these games kind of intersect and interact and are friends with one another. Do we have people to thank in chat today?
We do have the calendar to thank because what is next Friday?
The 13th? Oh my god,
How did I not know that?
Oh man, sad.
Guys,
Literally told you like last week.
I'm sorry. I've had other things on my mind. I'm sure you did. What am I thinking? Oh my god. Oh, we're in our 13th. There's a Friday the 13th. Oh shit, it's got to go crazy next week. Oh my god, it's got to be an orgy of death and blood and horniness. Oh, this is going to be great. Oh man, guys, tune in next week. Friday the 13th games. I get to do all sorts of shenanigans, and I know what I'll do. I know what's fucking happening next week. Don't even worry. Come join us. It's gonna be bad.
That is the greatest thank you. We're thanking again the those who invented the calendar.
Oh, thank you,
Gregory.
Gregory. Gregorian
Oh,
calendar. Thanks, Greg.
Big ups, Greg. All right. Well,
Man, I'm not gonna be here for that week. Fuck.
well, at least you'll survive since you're not with me.
Honestly, that was what I was thinking to myself. I was like, silver lining is I won't die.
Yeah. You'll show back up and be like, "Where are all those people I met? Oh, real dead? Okay."
All right. Well, I did the research on Squid Man.
Yeah. There's the squid thing I've heard. Oh no. Okay. Things progressed outside of this. Got it. Well, very good. Well, yeah. Thank you so much. Very good times. Yeah, anything else from chat?
You have a drink Bailey's out of a shoe.
No, just again, thank you everyone for being here and for
Thanks
having fun.
chatting.
God, it's a fun way to spend our Fridays.
It really is.
Even being tired, like I was like, I am looking forward to this getting
it'll
back.
be fun to just have some goofiness happen, and you can throw off Bon Mott's like singing the Caribbean Isle song. That's
so
delightful. That's good stuff. Anybody want to plug any follow all their socials, of course, but anybody want to plug anything specific that they are up to?
Me, the magazine that I had an article in came out today. Go follow my social media and look for Peekaboo Magazine. That's where you can order it from. The post, I'll re-up a post after this. But yeah, I do lots of like fashion editorials and like
That is so cool.
stuff like that. Yeah. So
Magazines.
yeah.
Very cool. Magazines are cool. It used to be the best thing for a plane. Oh man.
They did.
Go buy a bunch of magazines and read them on planes. They used to sell in the airports. They used to sell bring it back to voluptuous always. You used to sell like
Playboys?
pornographic magazines in the airports, and men would just read them.
I was not old enough for this to be a thing when
I
I
didn't
was
know
old
that
enough.
the Mile High Club could be a solo venture.
Apparently. Oh god. Just
Go
animals.
fuck yourself
You have
Yeah.
enough
in the sky.
if you have enough determination, you can make it happen.
Go fuck yourself in the hand, sir. Okay, so anyway, thank you all for
All right.
for watching. Well, this got weird at the end, but when doesn't it?
Yeah, just at the end. It didn't get weird at all during when the guitar wanted me to back.
when she was saying really
Shelly or
sweet things to you, and you
Yeah.
just were giving her nothing. God, why are men so insecure about their emotions? She was trying to have a connection with you.
Johnny's got a lot of stuff to work through. Okay.
That's fair. That's
I'm
why
so
she's-
scared for Millie.
That's why
Minnie.
that's why she's into Johnny, because he's very complicated. Thanks everybody. Good times. Until next time, have a dreadful night.
Your bags are packed, you're at the door. A taxi's on its way. There's nothing left to say. I'll give you back the ring. Don't look at me like that. You had to know it ends like this. Couldn't you feel it in my kiss? Not happily ever after anything. But don't give up, not for 1 hour. The game's not over, you'll be fine. You'll find a way to up your power. What you're looking for is in another castle down the line.